All I'm gonna say is, man, Erica Wheeler really was the perfect vet for rookie Caitlin, wasn't she? She really was the perfect vet because we've seen so much stuff here when it comes to Erica Wheeler over, especially over her rookie year, of Wheeler really helping out Caitlin and really, being that veteran presence who helped her in the league, especially because a lot of vets would not have taken kindly to Caitlin Clark coming in and taking all of her minutes, not just some of her minutes, taking every single one of her minutes. Um, and that's something that Erica Wheeler really, I don't think people really give her enough credit for. That she literally was fine with taking a lesser role. She was fine with her minutes being slashed. She was fine. I'm not that she was fine with it, but she didn't let it affect how she played. She didn't let it affect her energy. She didn't let it affect, how she went out there on a day-to-day basis. She didn't let it affect her relationship with her teammates, because there are players we all know, and like a lot of time you can't even fault the teammates. Like when they might be brought into a situation on a max contract, and they're promised one role and then something happens and that promise is gone, they'll be pissed. And I think you can make the argument rightfully pissed. Like a lot of people in Erica Wheeler's situation would be absolutely pissed. And yeah, she just went and was a great, presence for Caitlin to have in her rookie year. But now we saw in Erica Wheeler's home gym. Yeah, this is, the home gym of a player who's played with a lot of good players, played against a lot of good players. She is literally out here in her home gym, all these jerseys framed. She's got a Caitlin Clark jersey framed. And that's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Like, Caitlin Clark absolutely is going to be one of the most famous player, like, is going to be the most famous player that Erica Wheeler ever plays with. Not saying Caitlin Clark will be the best player she ever plays with or is the best player she's ever played with, because I don't think that's the case. But on a season-per-season basis, maybe it is, because I'm trying to think, has Erica Wheeler ever played with somebody who made an All-W first team? Like, it might actually be a case that Caitlin Clark is, in fact, the best player that she's ever played with. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where I'm like, you can tell they had a really good relationship. And you could tell all the stuff about them, not liking each other was just social media bullshit. Like, you could see it last year when Erica Wheeler had her big charity event. She had her charity pickleball tournament. The two teammates who showed up were Caitlin and Lexi Hull. Like, Caitlin was one of the two teammates who showed up. I am pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I know Connor McCaffrey played, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I remember, I might be wrong, be misremembering. I 100% could be misremembering. But I think Caitlin Clark even brought her brother to play in the charity tournament. Like, it was one of those things where it was kind of like a big tournament for Caitlin Clark, And I just got to say this, like, or say a big tournament, like, she kind of helped it out. I do have to say it, like, you can tell that these players miss Erica Wheeler and the fever. Like, I think it worked out better for everybody. I don't think Erica Wheeler, like, I think Erica Wheeler would have been really good when Caitlin Clark got injured, but I don't think Erica Wheeler and Caitlin Clark worked particularly well together. I also don't think that Erica Wheeler would have had nearly as good a season in Indiana. I think she would have been really good when Caitlin went down, but look, you're not going to prepare for that. And I also think Erica Wheeler had a fantastic season in Seattle. I think everybody's happy to see Erica Wheeler having a fantastic season in Seattle, for being honest. I think everyone was kind of happy with that. So it worked out well, and at least we can stop the narratives. Look, I think the locker room narratives have all kind of stopped from the fever, about the fever. Like, that was, I think, as much as anything, it was just Cheryl Swoops trying to just stir shit. She was just trying to shit stir. I think as much as anything, that was what Cheryl Swoops was just, her goal was just break up the fever, because I don't know why. Like, Swoops was just kind of on one last year. Swoops was just doing Swoops things. But yeah, it's now one of those things where, look, the Fever vibes are absolutely immaculate. They are immaculate. And you can see it from old players. Like, even Alyssa Smith's brother is coming out and saying that, like, it's completely different. Like, how much the fans appreciate Alyssa Smith when she was in Indiana. And, like, that's the thing. It's like, I think Alyssa Smith, her only problem last year was Twitter fingers. Like, her only problem last year was Twitter fingers. She would just, if she just deleted the Twitter app, it was like, you could see it with the team. They obviously all like each other. Caitlin and Alyssa seemed to get on extremely well last year. It was literally just that she had Twitter fingers. Like, she would out of nowhere, just Caitlin Clark would break the assist record and be like announced for all W first team, and then she'd tweet out who's the best passer in the WNBA. Just for no reason. I'm like, dude, it's like, even if you believe it's Chelsea Gray, which, like, Caitlin's the best playmaker in the WNBA. Chelsea Gray is a better tough pass maker, but Caitlin Clark makes tough passes look easy, so it's kind of a tough one there. It's always kind of a tough one there to describe Caitlin Clark as a passer, because Caitlin Clark does things where you're like she will make passes that you have no idea how she can make them, and like we've seen it with Jonquel Jones, who's played her entire career, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Jonquel has played her entire career with either Alyssa Thomas or Courtney Vandersloot before this season. And she played with Maureen Johannes this season. But, like, Courtney Vandersloot and Alyssa Thomas, the entire career of Jonquel Jones been with both of them. And Jonquel Jones looked like she'd seen Caitlin Clark, committing doing witchcraft with her past Willie of Boston that time. But it's like, posting that was a bit of a weird one for Alyssa Smith, but other than that, and some of the Twitter things, and talking about the eye poke and laughing about Dejanay, but that's not even her. People didn't like Dejanay. Like, as much as anything, people didn't like Dejanay. And I always say this about Dejanay is like, you hate Dejanay if she's on your team. You hate Dejanay if she's against you. You love her if she's on your team. But she also had a bad habit of swatting people in the head this year. But yeah, it is S-tier locker room there in Indiana. S-tier locker room, for being honest. And it's good to see, former players still with Caitlin Clark, jersey there. And it's definitely a game-worn jersey. Caitlin 100% just gave Erica Wheeler a jersey. Because, again, why wouldn't she? They're former teammates, and Erica Wheeler's a vet. And this puts to bed, all those, Erica Wheeler and Caitlin Clark hated each other. It was so funny. It was like when Erica Wheeler was hooping, and everyone's like, her and Caitlin Clark hated each other. And it's like, man, Erica Wheeler literally and Caitlin Clark were inseparable at times last year. And you could see it when the two of them played against each other, how well Erica Wheeler got on with Caitlin Clark. And it still is so funny that people are saying Erica Wheeler tried to injure Caitlin Clark when she tripped over her own feet. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. I'll see you guys.